Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be ranking K-pop idol controversies or scandal in 2026. So 2026 has been a very interesting year for K-pop. I'm gonna describe it as emotionally damaging. So yeah, I actually didn't just put like major controversies. I feel like I put also like a small one. So you know, it's not going to be an entirely emotional damaging video, but it also a funny video, I hope. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and follow for more. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so this is the tier list, and at the top we have what this actually made me shit my pants, which is like top controversy. I'm in shock. Then we have damn, I wasn't expecting that, which is like, oh, it's not as strong as the other one, but it's also like, it's still like, damn, didn't expect that one. Then we have, come on, it's not that deep, right? So it's almost like I want to convince myself that it's not that deep, but I'm still like, oh, like it's not that deep, right? Then we have, girl, I found this funny. This is for the funny controversies. It's like, it's not that serious, right? Then we have at the end, netizens, or like netizens in general, are just bored at this point. So it's for those controversies where it's like, how do we even call this a controversy? Like it's so basic to me. Like what are we doing? First we have, I'm already stressed out, like why didn't I even do this video? He sang, I'm sorry, Evan, but former member of Enhypen, he sang, leaving Enhypen. So yeah, I mean, we're starting strong because this really triggers me. Like I think I should leave a trigger warning because I was an engine, like a 6-year engine from debut, and I remember the Tuesday that the news dropped, and I was like with my mother, and I was like, no, you don't understand. I started crying. I was like so in shock that I feel like we need a tier list like just for this situation, and I feel like I really want to make a video about it because it's so messed up as a situation. If you didn't know, somehow you like K-pop and you didn't know that, Hee-sung left Enhypen to pursue his solo career, still under Hype. Like at first we were like all in shock because it was a random Tuesday, like no one was expecting that. So I was like, what? Like I was so in shock because like, first of all, what do you mean he's going to pursue his solo career? Like there are so many groups that do that in the group. For example, Yeonjun of TXT, all BTS members, Twice member, like we have so many examples of idol pursuing their solo career in the group. So I was like, there's no way that's the reason. And then, you know, everything started, and by everything I mean protests, signed a petition, like a whole war. But yeah, I feel like this situation is still to this day very messed up. And I feel like I really want to make a video about it because it still makes me very sad, and I do have very unpopular opinion about the whole situation. But since this is not a video about Enhypen, Hee-sung, or I mean Evan, I'm not gonna dive right into it, but I'm gonna put it at what this actually made me shoot my pants, because like this was probably one of like the worst news that I've had as a K-pop fan. Like I was really not having it, I'm not gonna lie. I was so sad and I was so shocked at the same time because I was like, what? Like on a random Tuesday, what do you mean? On that random Tuesday, and not another Tuesday, like that same day, another kind of controversy popped out. JYP stepped down as like from JYP board of directions. So he retained his title as Chief Creative Office, but he still of course work in JYP Entertainment and, you know, mentor junior artists. But yeah, I feel like this was not very shocking because I didn't really like think about it because of the Enipen situation. So I feel like it is shocking. No, I don't think it is. I mean, I feel like it's whatever. It's still in JYP. I feel like it would have been a little bit more shocking if he wasn't in JYP. So I'm gonna put this at, come on, it's not that deep, right? Right, guys? It's not that deep. I don't think it is that deep. Anyways, I'm gonna put it there. Then we have another major controversy of this year. NCT former member Mark ended his contract with SM Entertainment. Not only decided to leave SM Entertainment, but also all the units in NCT. And I feel like it was really a hard situation for me because I was already very tired and sad by the Heesung and Hypen situation. And this, like you have to understand that my ultimate group are Enhypen, where at least Enhypen, NCT. So this news came like I think a week after, or like 2 weeks after, and it's so funny because I remember everyone being like, oh, he needs to do like Mark did with NCT Dream, where there was the graduation thing. So if he graduated and got out of NCT Dream, but then he went in because the fan missed him and stuff like that. So everyone was like, yeah, let Heesung pull a Mark move. But then Mark pulled an Heesung move, so he left NCT. What is going on? And it was so funny because it was like, if there was a trinity in K-pop, I feel like Mark would be up there. Like, he was Jesus. He was very important, I feel like, to K-pop in general. I mean, the difference between this situation and the Heesung situation is that Mark actually ended his contract, and I really, really liked how he got out of NCT. Because, you know, he wrote a very beautiful letter, and all the members, like from NCT 127, from NCT Dream, wrote some kind of letter, or at least, like, you know, acknowledged the situation, which was not what was happening with the Heesung situation. I remember with the Heesung situation, like, the members couldn't even mention the situation, and him, I still do not think that he ever mentioned being in Hypen ever. I'm so sorry. I need to make a video about the Hypen situation because it's crazy. So yeah, I think I was very sad. It was like a kind of a bittersweet moment because I was like, damn, like, it's kind of sad, like, you know, it's a member of NCT, and he's been a member of NCT for so long that it's going to be very hard not to see him on stage, or at least performing, or whatever. So yeah, I was very sad, but then I was like, you know, it takes a lot of courage to got out of a situation, and like, he was so young when he joined SM Entertainment that I'm like, you know, he deserved this. So I was like, I'm not gonna say that I was like, this actually made me shit my pants, because you know, the contract was ending. So I was like, I don't know if he's gonna renew the contract with the SM for another 6 years. Like, can you imagine? But I wasn't expecting that. So I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting that. And then, speaking of Mark, I was so happy for him, okay? I loved Mark. And I, like, never in a million years I thought Mark would get in a strong controversy. I always was like, no, Mark is like the most, like, probably the most, like, non-problematic idol of all time, right? Then he hit me with this picture. Yeah, take it in. So let me explain a little bit, because I was like, when I saw the picture, like, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I didn't know what the flag meant. But as my defense, I'm not American. I was born and raised in Europe, so I didn't know that, but I still found that weird. I was like, what's up? Like, that's a very weird t-shirt. And if I ever bought, like, even if it was like a vintage t-shirt with like a big ass flag on it, like, the first thing that I would do before buying it is searching, like, what's the flag about, you know? I wouldn't be like, just like, yeah, take it. But yeah, let me explain. So if you didn't know this, the flag that he's wearing on his shirt is Confederate flag, refers to the symbol used by the Confederate States of America. So it's a flag that represents the Confederate States of America. So the 11 southern states that were involved in the American Civil War to protect and expand the institution of slavery. And it is today still, like, for most people and historians, it is still a symbol and a flag that represents slavery, white supremacy, and the oppression of Black Americans. So, flag that represents it's not great. It's really not great, because then as I told you, I'm from Europe, so I didn't like really understand it, but I saw so many videos of actually American being like, no, this is actually like it is known here, and also Canadian people being like, no, we know that, like, it's not something that is like we don't know, we know that, and you know that this represents white supremacy, which is so crazy. But it's not even the craziest part, because I feel like, you know, being ignorant about something is not illegal. It's something we can do, okay? Like, it's okay to not know something. But the apology, first of all, wasn't even on Mark Instagram, like, profile. It was on his agency. Wasn't even a post. It was a story. So, so if you didn't see that in 24 hours, you missed it. And it says like, oh, we're so sorry for the action. It's basically like the agency talking on his behalf, which is so weird because he's the CEO of the agency. So I'm like, why are you putting your agency in front of you when you're the CEO of the agency? And he said, and like the agency said something like, it was just a vintage t-shirt, so we're so sorry, stuff like that. Anyways, I'm gonna put it here if you want to read it. But I found it so strange as an apology, not even like a personal one, because if it was in SM, I feel like we would be like, it's SM faults, right? SM, you know, everything. But then now we're like, you can't blame his agency because he's the CEO of the agency. The least he could have done was go live, make a video, well, at least a very like heartfelt statement from him saying that he really didn't know that. And like, it's so disgusting that he still, you know, went and made his agency apologize. Like, I feel like this really threw me off, because at first I was like, I know, like, it is problematic, but, you know, let's hope that he apologized well at least, because I don't think, at first I was like, I don't think he knows that, even though it's a bit weird to buy a t-shirt with a big ass flag on it and not know the meaning. I don't know. And many people were like, it's not a vintage t-shirt, it looks too new to be a vintage t-shirt. I don't know about that, so I'm not gonna say anything, but still, I feel like the apology really threw me off, and I don't feel like supporting an idol who does something and do not even like really apologize for that, you know? I feel like that really threw me off, so I was like, what? Yeah, I'm gonna put it at what? This actually made me shit my pants. I was like, they got even Mark. Nothing is safe in the idol industry. We have oh my god, I'm so sorry about how I pronounce it. And I know he is mainly an actor now, but he's still in Astro, so I thought I would still put it in. And this is tax evasion controversy. So, if you didn't know, following an intense audit by the Seoul Regional Tax Office, authorities discovered a corporation named DANY, established by him and his mother. And basically, they created this company, from what I understood, to basically have less taxes. And which is a very legal thing. It's not something that you can really do. So he was ordered to pay 20 billion won penalty. He was ordered to pay the 20 billion won penalty. Additionally, in his and additionally, his agency was fined 8.2 billion won for processing false invoices related to the shell company. He issued a formal apology acknowledging full responsibility for this act, and he was confirmed to have paid all the debt. Most of people were so shocked was because he looks so angelic, and you wouldn't expect that from anyone really. So I was also like, what? This is so crazy. And at first, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I was like, it's illegal, it's not good, but I don't really care. But then I was like, wait a damn minute. He's a millionaire. I don't know if it's confirmed. I don't know if it's a millionaire. But I'm sure he has a lot of money. And I hate to see rich people being greedy and be like, I don't want to pay taxes. Like, that's so crazy. Like, what do you mean? You have a lot of money. Like, why are you, like, what are we doing, right? So then I was like mad too. I was like, what? Like, this is so problematic. This is not good. But I was shocked too, because I was like, damn, I didn't expect him to be a greedy, rich person. So I'm gonna put it at dim. I wasn't expecting that. This actually didn't make me shit my pants, because I personally didn't follow him, but I'm sure that if I had followed him, I would be very shocked. But since I knew him from, acting and Astro, I'm gonna put it at them. Wasn't expecting that. Then, following this controversy, I told you I put like more like funny controversies. So after the tax controversy, Jimin and Jeno made a live where someone, I think I'm gonna put the clip here anyways, but someone commented like, make sure to pay your taxes. And like, I think Jimin was like, yeah, don't worry, we pay our taxes. For me, it was so funny, but many people of course saw it as like rude to the situation, and of course Tauno fans weren't so happy because they were like, oh, you're mocking the situation, it's not nice, which I get it from a point, but at the end I'm like, come on, it's not that deep. And I think it was funny, like I laughed when I saw it, because like the way he said it and the way the fan commented like, please make sure to pay your taxes, and they were like, no, we pay our taxes, at least we do that. I think it was very funny, but I do see how some people could have taken that and be like you're making fun of this very serious situation. But then I found that funny, so sorry. So I'm gonna put it at, girl, I found this funny, I really did. So disclaimer, I know neither Cat's Eye or Sensatine, which I'm going to talk about later, are K-pop groups, but they are heavily, I think, inspired by K-pop, and I feel like I need to include this because why not? Mana going on hiatus. So, I think like January this year or February, at least like earlier this year, we had the statement from Hybe, which was like that Mana was going on a hiatus because she was, for her health and something like that. And at first I was like, okay, that's okay. Like, hiatus as a K-pop stan are not something that scares me, because I've seen so many groups on, so I'm like, yeah, okay. But then Mana posted on Weverse message saying like, or on Bubble, I don't remember, but I'm gonna put it here, where she was like, I'm good, I'm healthy, I've never been this happy in my life. And people were like, huh? Like, something is wrong. And then from that moment on, the situation went downhill, because many people were bringing up the fact that it's always the black woman in groups that is not treated right, and Mana, I think, liked some of these theories. So people went crazy. I'm gonna put some videos, but the whole situation was crazy, and it is still like crazy today. She's still on hiatus. They did Pinky Up and many stuff as OT6, but people seem to not get over her, of course. But yeah, I think the situation is very sketchy, especially because of the fact that Hype keeps saying that you know, she's on a hiatus for her mental health and stuff like that. But on the other hand, she's like she said multiple times that she's never been happier, she's so healthy. So I'm like, something is not right, like something is not adding up. I really like hope that she doesn't get out of Cat's Eye, because I really like they're in Cat's Eye, but then we don't know like the behind the scenes. But yeah, I feel like the whole situation got me in. Damn, I wasn't expecting that, right? I wasn't expecting the fact that she would be so vocal about the fact about being healthy, while the company was saying that she wasn't healthy. So I feel like her going on a hiatus wasn't really the fact that got me, like I wasn't expecting that. Like I was expecting that, honestly. But the fact, like the whole situation kind of threw me off, and I'm like, damn. I don't know if you know that. I feel like this controversy is rather sad than anything else. But MHN Sports, which is a Korean media outlet, on July 8th, 2026, they had a post saying that Yoonho had a girlfriend and they broke up, which I feel like it's already itself a very weird statement, because we didn't know about their relationship in first place. Why do we have to know about the end of their relationship? But then KQ Entertainment confirmed that, and they said that she was an old friend of Yoonho, and they were together for a very, very long time, but then they broke up. And I feel like it's such a utopian statement. It's a very weird statement, because I'm like, first of all, why do we need to know? Like, poor him. I bet that he's going through already a very difficult situation, because if they were together for a long time, I bet that it is not an easy situation. But why do we have to know that in the first place? Like, it's not something. This is oh my god, this is stressing me out. This is a whole entire other video, because why do we feel like we need to know the life of K-pop idols and stuff like that? Like, we didn't know about the start of their relationship. Why do we have to know the end of their relationship? So I found that very sad, to be completely honest, and I don't know what the Korean media outlet put it in first place, because I'm like, why do we need to, like, poor him, like, let him live his life, you know? Definitely gonna put this at K-nets are bored at this point, because I'm like, why would you ever, like, no one asked for it. So yeah, I found this very weird, very weird. Lexi leaving Sensitin. So this was actually very shocking to me, because I never followed Sensitin. I always, like, I've seen the memes of the song Jingling, I wanna be like this, be like this, something like that. And I found it very funny. But I always really liked Lexi, even like seeing Dream Academy. And I was shocked the first time that she left Dream Academy, because I was like, what? I was really rooting for her. I was like, girl, like, what? But I was like, okay. And I was so happy when she was announced with Sensitin. But then I'm like, she left again. Twice. I'm like, what is going on? But yeah, she said that she had a great time, but I don't think she really explained that in the in what she wrote leaving the group. And I feel like this kind of opened Pandora's box with girl group with Hybe, because what is going, I feel like something sketchy is going on. Like, why would she leave even before debut is crazy? Like, they didn't even debut in the first place, and already leaving, it's like so crazy. And not the fact that she left just this time, but she also left the first time, so like she left twice. This is so crazy. I'm not here to blame her, because I don't know the situation, and I feel like we all, like, we can't like point at someone and be like, oh, it's your fault, oh, why did you leave? Because again, we don't know the context, we don't know anything. But yeah, this was actually very sad, because I was like, damn, like, I think she really had that quality star that everyone was telling her in Dream Academy. So yeah, this was kind of sad, to be honest, and I didn't expect that. That didn't make me shit my pants, because I was not a core fan of Sensitin, but damn, I wasn't expecting that. Like, that was really like, okay, what is going on? And I feel like I could do a video, a deep dive on hype girl groups, so Cat's Eye and Sensitine, because I think it's really interesting how everything is working. But yeah, this wasn't expected at all. Okay, then we have Cortis. So this is a very, very recent one. It's like the last one I added here. But Cortis just made their first, I think, stop in for their Korean tour. And people are mad. People were not happy about the concert, not just because of the put your phone down rule. The tour is called Put Your Phone Down, and at the start of the show they said like you can't film. People still filmed, which I'm like, girl, just enjoy the moment. But that wasn't the main backlash. It was the fact that they had like their repeated song, like they first of all they have like 14 songs in their discography, so of course they repeated so many songs, no outfit changes. People were like complaining about the fact that it wasn't something like the scenery remained like that. It wasn't something so interesting. The song keep repeating themselves. Wasn't a good tour. And I feel like seeing the videos, I do understand what people are mad about, because it's so crazy to have a tour with 14 songs. Like, it's so crazy to me. It's like you at least need an album before going on tour, right? Like, you can't just go on tour like this. And I do agree with people saying that they weren't really ready, because I feel like to do like a well done tour, you have at least, I feel like one album is even not enough, but at least like do covers, do something new to keep fan interesting. But repeating the same song over and over, it is not the solution. So I do understand why people really like are not okay with that. I still think it's Hype's fault. I don't know why they made them go on tour. Like, I feel like it's such a bad move, because what did they expect? Like, they have 14 songs. Of course, they're going to repeat songs, and it wasn't organized well. And this made me think, actually, another thing. It's kind of like the same situation with Longshot. If you've seen, Longshot are going on tour to open the tour of J Park in, I think, every stop, which I think it's such a genius thing to do, because you can't let them have their own tour because they don't have enough songs. They probably don't have enough experience, okay? So it's such a genius move to be like, okay, like, I know fans still want to see you like around the world, so you're going to come with me and you're going to open my concert. So fans see you, you have enough song to, be an opener, and then I come. So J Park comes. And I feel like it's a genius move. But then for Cortis to let them alone have a tour with like a few songs, no outfit changes, nothing new, I feel like it's a very bad move on Hype side. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at, I wasn't expecting that, because I wasn't expecting them to do a tour. So I'm like, come on now. Like I feel like they're so talented, and just like having them to perform the same song over and over, it's not the solution. Yeah. Okay, then we have another, I think it was for me, it was a major controversies. Hamdong from Dreamcatcher posting a photo with a Natasha doll. So, let me explain. Hamdong uploaded herself holding one of the infamous Natasha dolls, currently popular in China. But of course now she has deleted her post and replaced it with an apology. And you might be wondering, like, it's a weird photo itself. Like, the first time I saw it, I was like, it's a bit weird. But it's more weird when you understand the meaning of the Natasha dolls. So Natasha dolls are some black baby dolls that are very famous in China and on Chinese social media because of the fact that they are black. And people like to really beat them up because they're black. And they be like, I saw some people on Chinese social media be like, I'm not going to have a white baby because then it will feel too real to beat her, like, the baby up. Which is mental. It's crazy. It's like, the first time I saw it, I was like, do we really live in the same world? Like, what? And it's really that bad. Like, I saw people really beating the shit out of a black baby doll. Like, it's like, and I see people being like, yeah, but if it was a white doll. But like, the thing is, like, those people, especially on Chinese social media, are beating the doll up because it is black and saying that they won't buy a white one because then it would feel too real. Like, do you understand how problematic and like, I don't even have the word to explain how much of a problematic thing this is. So I was like, what? And now I'm not saying that maybe she didn't know. Because in the apology, I'm gonna put it here, she said that she just found it on like the room of the dance practice, and she just thought it was cute and she wanted to share a little moment of her daily life. But I still think like maybe she didn't know, okay? Like we can't give the benefit of the doubt to her. But I still think it's kind of weird. Like, why would you post like you don't even know, like, you know, I feel like it's better to be cautious than to be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna post it anyways. Plus she's a Chinese, so she's Chinese. So I'm not gonna say that she knew because I don't even want to think that she knew. But yeah, I still feel like this was a pretty weird situation, and I wasn't expecting that. This actually didn't make me shit my pants because I didn't know what Natasha dolls were, and I don't stand that much Dreamcatcher, but I still feel like I wasn't expecting that, and I still do think it is very weird. Then we have TXT. You might be wondering, wait, what controversies am I missed in this 2026 of TXT? This is not a major controversy, but I do feel like it is a bit of a weird one. So TXT came up with a show that is called TXT Parenting Diary, where it's a Korean reality show where the 5 members would take on the challenge to babysit a 14-month-old baby named Hyujun. So yeah, they learn how to feed him, how to change diapers, play with him, comfort him. And we need to start by the fact that I feel like Korea has many weird TV shows. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I was like, it's kind of weird. I mean, I know it's cute to see your idol interact with babies. So I feel like, you know, having one episode, you know, where they interact for 1 hour and something like that is good. Like, it's okay, it's cute moment, funny moments, whatever. But like, having a whole like a lot of days and showing this much of this baby life, especially like I saw this clip where like the baby was naked and Taeyong was like trying to lift him up.
As much as I love TXT, like I really love them, I think it's about time we wrap up this promotion. You know, it was hee hee ha ha in the beginning, but now it's becoming ridiculous. Like it gets to a point.
And the cameraman was like keep pointing at this baby body, and I felt so uncomfortable, to be completely honest with you, because like I kept thinking, where are the parents of this baby? Like, do we have like something called like baby insurance, or I don't know, like it's not normal to have a baby this exposed to the camera from this young of an age. I don't know, I felt like it's weird. Of course, it's not TXT fault. I feel like it's in general fault between the Korean reality show and, you know, just Korea that really likes this type of show. But yeah, I feel like it was kind of weird to me, but I don't know, I feel like I'm still thinking about it. If you guys have any opinions about it, make sure to leave it in the comment. So I think I'm gonna put it at, it's not that deep, right? I mean, it is deep for the baby, but I feel like as a controversy itself, it's not that deep, right? Maybe. Then we have Rise and Suck. So this actually made me really surprised. So if you didn't know, Rise and Sok posted a message on Bubble using the sir in Korean, a Korean phrase that is highly derogatory toward dark skin. Many people described it as an equivalent to the N word in Korean. And then he posted a photo of him as a child, so saying like, "Oh, I had dark skin," but in a very like not normal way.
We are sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
What do you mean? Like you're saying that to a photo of you as a child? That is hella weird. I'm not gonna lie. Then of course he deleted that, and I don't know if he apologized for that. I think so, but I haven't seen the apology, so I can't tell you about it. But yeah, I still feel like it was pretty weird, and I feel like I also read Korean people being like, no, that's a very like offensive term. We don't say it like daily. It's not something that we say daily, and I definitely wasn't expecting that. So I'm gonna put it, I wasn't expecting that. I feel like it's weird. Yeah, I think it's very weird. Then we have Twice. This is not very controversy, but it's something that I think shocked a lot of people. So if you didn't know, Twice just ended their year-long tour and they're having their first break. They haven't had a break since their debut, and they debuted 11 years ago. So this is a major like, Onces are so happy, me too. I'm like so happy about that. And they have this is the period of their contract renewal, and many articles came up about Gio leaving JYP but staying in Twice, Jonghyun leaving JYP but staying in Twice, Gio making a company. There were days where I'd see all of these posts and I would be like, oh my god, this actually made me really nervous. But then I was like, you know what? I truly feel like it's a good thing that they leave JYP. I think the only member that it's okay to stay with JYP is Nayeon, because she have a successful solo career with JYP. And the other members really can leave JYP to pursue the solo career. The only thing that I really hope is that they stay with Twice, so they don't disband. But then again, they worked so hard all of those years, so everything like they're going to do with their career, it's, you know, it's up to them. So I don't know. I'm just gonna put a cane at just bored at this point, because you know it's not that deep, but yeah, this is it. So yeah, guys, this was my tier list. I feel like we had a lot of controversies this year, and I'm so sad that I couldn't go deep in each one of them, because I didn't want to make 1 hour long video. But yeah, so yeah, guys, so this to say that I think 2026 is a very strong year for K-pop. I feel like it's kind of like 2018. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys, off on a serious note, that I feel like K-pop, especially for someone who likes it so much like me, I love K-pop and everything, sometimes it is a bit too much. And I feel like sometimes, especially if you follow a lot of groups that were in this video, I know how hard the situation is for you, but please take a break sometimes. K-pop could be, since I feel like it's very parasocial, it is also very emotional damaging sometimes. As much as it makes me and makes you happy, it is important that you think of yourself and your mental health first. So please do so. Take a break, go out, and then come back stronger if you need to do so. But yeah, this is it, and thank you so much for watching the video and enjoying this type of content. If you have any suggestion of videos, any comment about these scandals, feel free to tell me everything in the comments. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see each other hopefully in another video. Thank you.